Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming to my channel, The Life of Poon. I'm just truly grateful to be here, and I hope that you're having an amazing day. By the title of this video, you already know how it's about to go down. This is about to be a hard truth for some people because um, some people like to live in a fairy tale, but trust and believe this is reality. And that's the reason why I wanted to make this video, to be clear cut and dry with it, and to give it to you straight up. No sugar, no creamer, no none of that. It's all about getting to the nitty gritty. So without further ado, I would love to start the video right now. Okay. But anyway, by the title of this video, you already know, which is, hold on, let me think. Blurring Blast. That's for those of you who know that cartoon. if you know that cartoon, we're here. But anyway, without further ado, wanting perfect love does not exist. Boom. It clearly doesn't. It's one of those things that when you try and you try and you try, you're breaking your back to make someone else happy, then you're not getting anywhere with life. And the reason because of that is because you're putting yourself last. You're putting your feelings last. You're putting everything before you. And in the famous words of RuPaul, if you can't love yourself, how can you love somebody else? And I used to think that was like a cool little saying that he would say, but then one day I just thought about it, and it was like, that's so true. Because if you really don't care for yourself, if you really don't love yourself, if you really put yourself last and always putting someone else before you, then how can you fully say you love somebody when you don't even have it for yourself? How can you say you fully love somebody and giving someone love when you're foreign to it? And when I say foreign to it, it's like, how can you, how can you put yourself out there to be like, I love you, when you don't even do that for yourself? And it was just one of those things that when I really analyzed it, because I'm a thinker, when I really analyzed it and I really thought about it, I thought that's so true, because love can be a tricky game in a sense, because we all want it. We all yearn for it one day. And growing up, there was a fairy tale about it that, oh, it'll be, well, I'm going to speak for myself, that it will be this easy game, and eventually you'll get married and you'll find the lover of your life. Which is true, that can happen, don't get me wrong, manifestations happen every day, blessings happen every day. But the road to that is a little bumpy. And the reason is because the road to that perfect quote unquote love is not real. There's no such thing as someone being perfect. There's no such thing as perfect, especially on this earth. You simply, you make mistakes, and you grow from your mistakes once you learn from your mistakes. And that's one thing that I had to realize with my life, is that with all the love challenges that I went through with family members, with lovers, with friends, and self-love, it just all taught me the mistakes that I was making in the past to help me get to a better place in the future. And once I started to analyze my past and how I got to X, Y, and Z certain situations, it was like, okay, now I know better, because obviously I didn't know any better in the past, because if I would have known, I would have done better. But it's all about learning from your mistakes and knowing that no one is perfect. The perfect love doesn't exist. Trust me, yes, you can find your soulmate, you can get married, but just thinking in a mind frame of that fairy tale, oh, this is going to be perfect, and this person is never going to hurt me, and um, I'm not going to have to um, put up a battle, a fight when I finally get that lover. It's like, no. It would be nice to say it all works out perfectly, because in the end of the day, it will work out perfectly in the most imperfect way. And that is so true. And that's why you just simply have to love life. And more than life, you have to love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, then you're not going to get to that relationship that is going to put you head over heels. Because there are certain lessons that you have to learn before you get to that extreme love that we all want. And when I say extreme, I mean like passionate, loving, supportive, whatever words that you want to fill in the blank with. It's one of those things that you have to go through certain things to grow you. You have to go through certain things to build you, that will break you down just to build you back up. And the cycle repeats itself. And it's just one of those things that the one thing that is most important that I learned on my journey of everything is to, one, put myself first and love me. Stop putting everybody else feelings in front of mine. That was like the most important part, because you have to have boundaries. If you don't have boundaries, people are going to walk all over you and think that they can do whatever to you. And the reason why you may not have boundaries is because of lack of self-respect. You have to respect yourself enough to put yourself out there and be like, hey, I tolerate this, but I don't tolerate that. And it's one of those things that you live and you learn and you grow. And the second thing I would definitely have to say is that the fairy tale love that sometimes, speaking for me, that I grew up with thinking that, oh, I'm going to finally find the best love of my life and it's going to be so blissful and et cetera, just rose colored glasses on, when it's like, nah, it don't work like that. You got to go through bumps and valleys and shadows and whatever to finally get you to that place where you need to be. It's just like how, like with certain jobs, sometimes we go through 1, 2, 3 jobs just to get to that quote unquote great job, that when we realize how we got there and all the lessons that we learned from our previous occupations. And with that perfect love, you have to love yourself and give yourself that love and enjoy the experience of love. I know one thing that tripped me up with love was thinking that love doesn't hurt. And sometimes the truth does hurt. And sometimes love do hurt. It's just certain things that with love you just have to just keep pushing at it. Keep loving yourself. Do not put your lover in front of you by thinking your lover is perfect, because no one is perfect. And with love, you will get hurt. That's the name of the game. I'm not saying that keep up with your partner constantly hurting you, et cetera, because that's not healthy either. But at the same time, you have to be in reality and know that no one is perfect. So you will get hurt. And I'm not condoning like certain things that belittles your self-respect. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I condone whatever. That is totally disrespectful. No. But what I am saying is that For example, our parents gave us, some of us, our parents gave us the most love by bringing us into this world. Some of us. And with that being stated, didn't all of our parents hurt us at one point in time? And that's because no one is perfect. So with love overall, just to wrap this video up, overall with love, you're just supposed to enjoy the experience and let it grow you as a person. It's not selfish, it's just the simple fact of you just giving your love, showing your love to whomever you want to share it with, but also remaining calm within yourself and loving within yourself to give yourself that inner love, because you only have you at the end of the day. So yes, you can love as many people as you want to love, but it's all about enjoying the experience. Because some of us, I'm gonna talk for me, I took it too seriously. I just wanted, for me to get married or for me to have this perfect person. But at the same time, my mind wasn't right. And how, like some of us, our mind aren't right to our manifestations. So yeah, certain things may happen where, yeah, you get in a relationship. And that relationship is supposed to teach you something so you can move forward in a better way than how you was in the past. And it's just one of those things that you're supposed to love the experience and let it grow you, because the people that you connect with is not a coincidence. It is divine timing. And to be honest, just love the experience. Love the person. But keep your heart for who you are. Because I'm going to speak for myself. How many times have we gave our heart away to then feel a void within ourselves because we gave our heart away when that person probably didn't even ask for it? When that person just wanted your love, they didn't want your heart. So you become heartbroken, all because you continue to put others before you. So yes, love. Spread your love. Receive the love. Receive the love and spread the love. But always remember, keep your heart for yourself, because you have to give yourself that love before you can just give it out to anybody. Because if you give your heart out to just anybody, you're going to get heartbroken. And it's going to hurt because you forgot about you. So that's all the time I have. Hopefully you picked up a nugget or two from this video. My intentions for this video is to just express myself and to tell you guys that love is supposed to be a fun game. Don't let it take you to a toxic place. And one way it gets to a toxic place is when you forget about yourself and don't have the boundaries and self-respect. But until next time, mwah.